Oh, Leroy connecting with my face and my head and me going down to 4, man. I saw it. I can't explain it. I don't know why I saw it. I just saw it. Defile's really good versus rogues. We want 2/2-drops on the coin versus rogue. That can be really fantastic. And then you lead with the first 2-drop, a 2/3, and they like poke it with their dagger, setting up to like completely kill it with their dagger while playing a hench clan thug, and then you cockblock them with the vulgar homunculus, and then you suddenly have 4 power and play contesting their 4/4. Really good. Even though Defile is good, I think I'm going to pass it back looking for another 2-drop to just do the minion opening because I have Vulgar Homunculus. If I had any other 2-drop besides Vulgar Homunculus, I'd keep Defile. But I'm looking for the random-ass 2-drop into Vulgar Homunculus to protect it from the dagger into kill your hench clan thug opening. There's the guy.
We have turned our curse
Sweet, man.
into our strength.
They're usually pirate rogue. They don't usually go prep on turn 1. They usually save that. He's looking for a 1-drop really aggressively. Already things are weird. Usually they dagger on 2. And then try and hench clan thug. And then do prep raiding party stuff after that. And then have giant swing turns under the board with the Dread Corsair. But seeing as he's got the raiding party weapon, I don't think that's going to be his opening. Okay.
Must destroy.
I guess I just play this, doesn't have the weapon. Usually I try and lead this one into this one. But, I didn't coin it, so I kind of already committed to not doing that whole line. This is fine. I don't want to play something that just he gets to just play his weapon and kill it. That sounds dumb. Alright, he gets to play his weapon to charge up these Dread Corsairs and not kill my guy. Spectacular. So what does he want to be doing now? He or she. I call everyone dude, man, he. A terrible person. It's fine. I think life will go on. I'll try my best not to, though, man. Oh, shit, I did it again. Okay. Dread Corsair. That's 1. Eldori Striders of 4/4. Well, they don't have the coin, so they're probably playing like Dread Corsair 3-drop, right? Dread Corsair, Hench Clan Thug. Dread Corsair. They didn't play Deckhand after they did Raiding Party, but that seems reasonable not to play it, so they could play Deckhand. I don't see anything I'm scared. They get Deadly to kill this and then play something. I'm not afraid of anything. I believe I don't want to fall back and be reactionary, right? Because option A here, I like tap play a 2-drop. Option B, we get aggressive. And we coin out the 4/7. Fight for the board with the most stats. Downside, not setting up Hellfire. Upside, contest whatever he plays better. So like one play is to set up Hellfire. The other play is to try and beat him up. And to try and solidify board position. I don't want to give up the board and then take it back with Hellfire. I think I'm far enough ahead that I want to just get on the board and keep it. Wow, he is setting up to play Captain Greenskin, right? What you have? I know for a fact he has minions he can play because of the way that the pirates work alongside the raiding party. You can only get Greenskin once, so the other pirates are either Dread Corsair or, you know, South Sea Deckhand. So, like, for a fact, he has things he could play here. Peculiar. The ooze kind of blows up his whole game plan and then we win, right? Haven't read any sub messages in a while, so I'd like to take a little bit of a moment. Thank people for supporting the stream. We have 4TF just resubscribed for 3 months in a row, and he says, "Yeet, welcome back to the stream. You yeet, dude. Appreciate your continued support." Robo Boro is just subscribed for 21 months in a row, almost 2 years. Holy smokes, that's a long time. I appreciate your continued support, man. And he says, "Hey, Fire Dad. Hey, Robo Boro. Hope you're doing well, man." Absith is resubscribed for 3 months in a row. Welcome back to the Batcave team thing, man. Appreciate the continued support. 3 months feels good, man. Subscribing during the winter, too. That's a hard time. And I have been in not the greatest streaming attitude over the winter, because I don't know, the winter just upsets me. I can't wait to move somewhere where it doesn't get cold. Yurkuyuku808 just subscribed for 17 months in a row. Welcome back to the Batcave team thing, man. Appreciate the support. He says, "Hey, Firebat, how's your day going?" Day's going pretty good. Can't really complain. Drinking coffee, playing Hearthstone, those are like 2 of my favorite things to do. Lowkey232 just subscribed. Welcome to that Cave Team thing, man. Appreciate the support. Glad to have you here.
Must destroy.
How did... what? I thought I played an ooze. Interesting. Sorry, guys. For taking so long on my turns. But yeah, I think it's important to shout out people when they subscribe, so you know, make them feel comfortable and make them know that I do appreciate it. I think I have one of the lowest viewer to subscriber ratios in all of Twitch, because I don't do the sub goals and stuff like that. All I do is say thank you. No. I mean, I have to at least do that, right? Otherwise, I'm not gonna have any subs, and then I'm gonna go broke. Yusen just subscribed for 11 months in a row. I appreciate the continued support. Glad to have you here, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, subs are pretty cool. I for a long time I didn't even have emotes or anything, so there was literally no reason to subscribe to me at one point, and people still did it. Some of them, which was actually insane. So this card's been in his hand the whole game. It's probably Myra's Unstable Evolution. If this card hadn't been here since turn 2, I would go Spellstone, Doomsayer, trade, get the board, and then play Dread Infernal. But it's been here since turn 2, so maybe I don't do that. On second thought... yeah, like, am I really just gonna play Dread Infernal and go face? I can. And it's not bad. No. No. I don't need to play. I shouldn't read into the fact that it's Myra's too much. It probably is, but even if it is, this is still probably the correct play. It doesn't make sense to incur a bunch of damage. If I'm at 27 and he plays Myra's here, I pretty much always win. Keep it simple. I don't want to overthink that one. But yeah, like I was saying, for a while, there was literally no incentive to sub to me, and people still did it. It just shows you that people are, like, really generous. And crazy, man. Crazy. People just give you things for no reason other than they can, and I guess they like you. Speaking of which, Lusk subscribed. Welcome to the Batcave team thing, man. Appreciate the support. Glad to have you here. The Termius just subscribed for 2 months in a row. Welcome back to the Batcave team thing, man. Appreciate the continued support. Man, usually I'm all about the Hook to Reaver Spellstone play, but they're not active, so I'm less about it. I mean, I do it, right? Is the 4-4 good? 4-4 doesn't set up lethal. Actually, playing the Giant sets up lethal. We're trying to figure out the line that makes us lose the least. He still has Myra's in his hand, by the way. He's gonna go Myra's into Sap. I play Giant.
Computing.
Or Myra's into Eviscerates and stuff like that, huh? You played one sap, but I mean, when you draw 9 cards. We want Myra's into sap not to deal damage to us. So I believe we're still just keeping it simple. If he plays Myra's and we're at 30 health, he's gonna die in fatigue before he assembles a way to kill us. Max defense while opponent's at 10. It feels weird, right? Shaboy Dream just subscribed for 23 months in a row. Welcome back to the Batcave Team thing, man. Appreciate the support. 1 month away from that 2 years, man. Says I stay stubborn till the end. I appreciate that, man. That way I say stream until the end. Feels good, man. Alex Sold just subscribed. Welcome to the Batcave Team thing, man. Appreciate the support. It's like Alex and Uncle mixed together. Or Alex and Axel mixed together. I don't know if he's an uncle or he likes cars, but I like him. Mickey Mo 78 just subscribed. Welcome to the Batcave Team thing, man. Appreciate the support. Glad to have you here. And Sir Morik just subscribed for 8 months in a row. 1 more month and we have a baby. Says hi, Bat. I like it. You too, Sir Morik. Sir. Well, if he plays Myra's, it's going to be a lot harder to kill us if he has only 1 card in his hand. I mean, he only has 5 mana to work with. So, I think this is a good time for Z to potentially make it even harder for him to do anything. So now if he plays Myra's, he has 1 mana, and he's dead.
Smart moves. I concede.
Maybe it's Valera? I don't know if they play King. So he's probably play Lich King then, because I don't think it can connect the Frothing. I don't know, it all comes down to like if he's got an Execute or what other cards he has, right? But I'm at 8 either way. I feel like Zihi is just bad. I think Zihi's bad too. I think Geist is a better version of Zihi. But that's okay. Zihi's better against combo decks. I haven't versed any combo decks. But I was told they existed. Thoughts on Key Block in this meta over even? For tournament-wise, I think they both like win and lose to very similar things, except even Warlock beats Cube Block in the mirror. So tournament-wise, I prefer even over Cube. Ladder-wise, I mean, personal preference, I think, is all it comes down to there. Same guy. No. Why not both? You don't have room for both, man. Then aggro is gonna kill you too much. Warrior that's not odd.
Let the pain speak to me.
But the reason why I'm playing the version with Zihi is because Zihi's in my submitted Star Ladder decks. And even though I'm guaranteed out of my group for Star Ladder, I want to beat Hoy, which is my last opponent in the group. Because if I beat Hoy, then I would have the #1 record in the group. And you don't get any extra money for that, or anything. But I like saying it. So I want to get first in the group. So I'm practicing my even Warlock, because I think it's my least likely deck to get a win against his lineup. And these are the cards that are in my one for Star Ladder. So, Dead Man's Hand. Dead Man's Hand, a warrior. Strict control warrior. Run the acolyte.
Destroy.
Razor of blood. No quest. Sometimes they're dragon warrior with this apparently. Either dragon warrior or control warrior. It's not quest warrior because you didn't play the quest. Typically speaking, this is the only weapon they run. According to Dater. They don't run Super Collider. Kind of makes sense not to run Super Collider because they don't have the same life total without the hero power. Super Collider actually is not a playable card unless you're odd. Because it leans so much on the life total. I wouldn't say not a playable card. It's definitely less good without the life total though. But people cut it from their non-odd warriors because you simply take too much damage. Order, you just got your giant wounded? Well, the other way I can't play the giant. So I'd rather have it in play wounded than not in play at all. Because it costs one more for... or one less for each card in your hand. So if I were to play Ooze first, it would go up to costing 4. And then I would cry. Playing it's better than not playing it, I think. Okay. Don't want these 1/1s. He just wants to brawl me or something. Maybe he just doesn't want to take damage, but
Clever girl.
I think this puts us in a fine position against Brawl. The other option was to Dread Infernal and kill my own guy off. Didn't hate that either.
What now?
So what, he wants to Warpath again? No, because you can't kill this with that, huh? 7 health in play. Dynamatic doesn't do it. What is he setting up for? Brawl shenanigans?
Computing.
I guess it has to be Brawl, right? But... oh, what? Maybe as... no, if you'd play it. Warpath only gets up to 3 to everything.
Computing.
Other card could it be? Militia Commander? Charge into things with some other things. Warpath plus Ziliax?
Run down. Must destroy.
I'm gonna go off on a limb and say he probably doesn't have Brawl. I don't even think Brawl's that bad for me. Most of the time one of these live, and then I'm pretty happy. But that Warpath play doesn't make sense with Brawl, right? Spend your entire turn dealing damage to things to then Brawl them next turn? Doesn't make any sense.
Well played.
I feel like you sequenced that one wrong. I think he was trying to like Warpath Ziliax or something.